What's up, everybody? Zach's back for another episode of my Untitled cooking show. I want to say thank you to everybody that reached out to me after the last one. Seems like everybody really enjoyed it and wanted more, so you asked, you got it. Tonight I got a triple feature for you. The other day I made some Cajun dirty rice. Turned out very good. Tonight I'm going to ball them up into fritters and deep fry them. It's gonna be very good. To go with those, I want to make a Cajun Creole remoulade sauce. So that's what we're gonna start with right here. Sauce boss back at it with Duke's, can't go wrong. I'm gonna put about a half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup to start with. My bowl, I'm gonna angle down so you can see it here. Gonna use some horseradish sauce. It's ready to get that zestiness that you want in a Creole remoulade. Coarse ground mustard. Gonna get some acidity and helps with the zest, of course, too. I'm not really measuring here. I'm doing this triple D style. I'm just kind of throwing it in a bowl and we're gonna see what happens. It's kind of the methodology behind the way I cook. That was some Crystal hot sauce, by the way. I don't go out and buy a bunch of stuff I need to make something. I like to do it with what I've got. So it usually turns out pretty good. Let's stir this up, see kind of what it looks like. Smells good so far. Twist this up a little, get back here. Got some Zatarain's Creole seasoning. I usually buy Tony Chachere's. I'm trying this for the first time. Tasted it earlier. I kind of dig it. Cayenne pepper. Get a little heat. I'm gonna put some dill weed in this. I don't think that usually goes in a remoulade, but I think it's gonna be pretty good in there. Gives it a little tang. Chives, be better if they were fresh, but I got these freeze-dried ones here. McCormick, so it ought to be good. Put a little parsley in there for color. Garlic powder. Need some paprika. There we go. Paprika's another one of those like black pepper. I put it in everything. That's the color I'm looking for. Starting to get a little light orange. Put a little more hot sauce in here. Oh man, that's getting there. It's kind of thick. I think I'm gonna try a little pickle juice. Kind of loosen it up a little. Just got some Clausen deals here. Just a little bit. All right. All right, that is the consistency I'm going for right there. That is going to be good on those fritters. Give me just a second. I'll start part 2 of our triple dipper. So as I was finishing the remoulade here, about to get ready to do part 2, which is the cocktail. Forgot I had some fresh lemon juice I squeezed to put in this remoulade, so adding that real quick. Gonna stir this up, set it in the fridge, give it time to marry a little while I'm making my drink and preparing these fritters. So we're doing that here. All right, the cornerstone of every meal is a good cocktail. I would like to stick with the Louisiana theme tonight, make a Sazerac, but I don't have any absinthe. What I do have is everything to make a delicious old fashioned. So, don't get started here. Take an orange slice. Throw it in my glass here. Got some maraschino cherries. I'm gonna toss a couple in here. I'm gonna make this one a little large. Don't have any sugar cubes. Just got some granulated sugar here. Of course, like I said, that's how I do it. Just work with what I got. Throw some sugar in there. Aromatic bitters. A couple of dashes. Don't have a proper bar set, so I'm gonna muddle here with my spoon. Be careful not to squirt this shit everywhere. I'm gonna splash a little bit of water in here. Maker's Mark. I think you're traditionally supposed to use a rye whiskey, and yeah, Maker's Mark is just bourbon. I mean, hell, I don't know the difference. Still pretty good. 2-3 ounces, whatever. Give that a little stir. Grab a couple of ice cubes. Look at that. Beautiful. That's good after a long week of work. So let's get started on these fritters. All right, here we go with the fritters. What I'm gonna do is, this is dirty rice. It's cold right now because it's leftover from the other night. Dirty rice is a pretty traditional Cajun dish. It was one of those dishes that people came up with to stretch money because it's just a bunch of minced meat and rice seasoning. Traditionally, it's made with beef, pork sausage, and ground chicken livers. I didn't use chicken livers in mine because I didn't have any. It's not that I don't like chicken livers. I'm sure it would have been very good with it. But I had a pound of ground beef and I had a pound of breakfast sausage. And that's what I browned together. And then I used the Cajun mirepoix, or the Holy Trinity: onion, celery, green bell pepper, bunch of garlic, Creole seasoning, and a couple cups of rice. Tied it all together, and it turned out really good. I enjoyed it by itself. Had a real good flavor to it, and I had a lot of it. Didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, and Jake recommended doing a fritter. Ball it up, bread it in panko, deep fry it. I think it's going to be delicious, so we're going to get started with that. Pull this back down here. I've got it in my bowl, and use an egg to bind it together because it's kind of just all over the place right now. Get my eggs from a local source. My friend and chicken connoisseur Chris Harrington brings them to me fresh from the chicken's ass, baby. And they are delicious. going to kind of stir this up, get it all pulled together. Here comes the fun part. Kind of form it into little balls, about 1.25 inches in diameter. I've got my panko breadcrumbs here. I put a little more of that Zatarain's Creole seasoning in here. Not that it really needed anything. The dirty rice itself was very well seasoned, if I do say so myself. And this panko is sticking to these fritters just the way I want it to. Gonna get a couple made up, drop them in the oil. People ask me sometimes where I learned to cook, and it's just one of those things that, of course, I watched my mother growing up and kind of followed suit with her. We grew up poor, so we were just pulling together whatever she had, and it was always delicious. So I have a lot of respect for her and what she did there. All right, I'm gonna drop these in the oil. I'm gonna bring the camera over there once I wash my hands off a little, but there you go, look at that beauty. She's a little hot, about 300, probably 365 degrees. Turn the heat down a little. I'm gonna let those go for a few minutes. See how they turn out. I love doing Creole and Cajun. It's one of my favorites because the flavors are explosive. I mean, I love seafood and gumbo and something as simple as dirty rice like this. So if there's anything you'd like to see me cook or have any recommendations, please leave a comment. I'm enjoying doing this. I'm glad people are liking watching it. So this is great. That oil was hot as shit, so these are cooking quick. I'll try to cool this down a little. That's what's kind of fun about this to me. I'm not a professional by any stretch of the imagination, and I've never done this. By this I mean making these fritters, so kind of a social experiment, if you will. Thanks for coming along on the ride. Grab a plate and cut one of these bad boys open. Oh man, look at that. Grab this remoulade. So good it's falling apart. Oh man. That is just right. I don't eat a lot of fried food because, I mean, hell, it ain't good for you, but man, it's good. You can deep fry a damn flip-flop and it's delicious. So I'm gonna keep going with these. Enjoy my cocktail for all the ice melts. And kick back and enjoy Friday night. Thanks for watching, guys. Got any comments, leave them. I'd like to come back and do it some more, so see you next time.